Hey, what's up, guys? Just a second. Just need to organize some stuff. All right. It's a lot more better when the water is actually there. All right. So let me exit first. Play some music. How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Alright, I actually managed to get the reference that for the backside, I guess, of the dress. I mean, I had it, but didn't remember where I placed it, and now I actually just checking at the areas where I sent it. I found it. So basically, this is how it looks. It's not clear from this, I guess, but we get a general idea of what is happening. So as I was saying, it's these three pieces, which I'm guessing they are connected to one another, and then this one is connected to this part.
One specific frequency.
So basically it's like these are connected over here, although it's not shown, but we're just gonna make a connection anyways. And then yeah, something like that, I guess. Or maybe we don't even have to connect them. It just makes sense to connect them, I guess. Where's that? And then, but you can tell here there's almost like a belt that is connecting them. Which, by the way, this is incorrect if that's the case. Alright. I'm just gonna hide some of these. Actually, all of them. Leaving only this part. I'm actually gonna need this, and I'm gonna push this like that. So basically this is supposed to be like this, and then because it's supposed to be like two pieces, I guess. So there's this part where, well, basically it's not two piece, but it goes like this, and then there's this part where like you hang the belt, I guess. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still not feeling well, I guess. And I'm just gonna bring this over here. The other piece, I'm just gonna make it a separate object, I guess, and then it will be like this. So Definitely gonna need the dress to see if it's not going through the dress, I guess. Right. Guess I don't need this one. Then I can duplicate this piece and separate it. By the way, I did not watch the entire series. Like, I'm not gonna watch, you know, the entire series just to get that picture. Honestly, I enjoy the series, I really do. It's just that I felt like it was gonna be too much, especially since, you know, getting this picture, the picture itself, the image, or the reference, I only found that, you know, I could only get it on from one episode. The other episodes, she is not wearing this outfit, so she has a different outfit on. I think it was episode, I think it's episode 9 of season 7. That's when she starts to wear this outfit, actually. Because I was busy checking, you know, just quick scan through all the seasons, but oh, sure. Because at first I thought, you know, okay, let me watch the series, you know, and eventually I will find that. But then, you know, throughout the series, she's still young, and so you won't, you know, get the reference that you're looking for while she's young. Actually, the only time you get it is in the last season. All right. I don't know, should this be one object? You know, it's better if it's just one object. But at the same time, I don't want to add far too many loops. So, you know what? It's just a small object, so maybe I can just add this and make it into one single object. Join. Yeah, I think it's, you know, it's better to just make it one object. Alright. Of course, these, you know, right now are not subdivided. They will look different once subdivided. But for now, I just wanna get the overall look of it before, you know, adding subdivision to them, I guess. Right, let's get that. Just gonna hide these. And what is this? Ooh. Okay. What happened? Okay. Just hide this and start shaping this like this. Over here the same thing happens, you know, as to how this was over here, because it's one belt connecting the two objects. So that's what we should be, you know, trying to create. Then this I can bring up here. Ooh, okay, wait, I am confusing this, because there's two parts. Like when you look at the drawing, here there's this part and then there's this overall part. So and then this part, and I can bring these up here. I think, you know, in the reference it's just texture. I mean, like, it's your choice whether you want to make it leave it as texture or as an actual model. For me, I feel like if whatever you're creating can be left as texture, you know, can be, I feel like, you know, the whatever the easier method of, you know, creating something for you is, you know, use that method. If you feel like you're stronger as texturing, when it comes to texturing, right, there's no point in what's this, trying to add details to the model, you know, if you can just do all that while texturing, I guess, through texturing process, I guess. It's just a preference, basically. What are you strong at, you know, and then just stick to that, I guess. Which I think for me it's still one thing I'm trying to figure out. Like uh I know right now I'm busy practicing sculpting, and I'm seeing good result with sculpting, but I'm left with the question, do I just continue to sculpt, or do I now implement sculpting to the style of modeling that I'm doing right now, or is it just something that um how can I say it, I'm learning for just in case, just so that I can have the knowledge for it. In my case right now, it's just actually, I feel like it's just for knowledge sake. I haven't I haven't approached it in a sense where I felt like excuse me. I haven't approached the entire thing as as for something that I would use during my stream, I guess, or even when I'm creating characters. I feel like right now it's just knowing how to do it. Having that knowledge is a lot more better than just not knowing, I guess. Okay, this seems to curve a little bit like that. Actually, let me actually move these over here, and then move these ones to the middle. Yeah. Alright, then I can just remove these. Alright. Now I can, I don't know, do I leave them hanging or do I attach them to the surface of this? So for now I'm just gonna leave them like that. Wait, let's see. Ooh, oh, okay. Actually, this is correct. I almost made that same mistake of moving things closer, but I actually forgot that this is not, it's not, I removed that solidifier, I guess. Right, then I can add a line over here. Excuse me. I can delete this face. And I can duplicate this and make that a separate piece. It's gonna reduce the width of this actually. Ooh, okay, that's on the wrong position. So yeah, like this, they are being held by this. and maybe connect these two, I guess. I mean, it's gonna be visible, so it's better to make it look like this rather than just it being open. Right. So don't know whether to decide or leave this as texture or as an object. I think it's better to leave it as a texture. I mean it'll be a lot more easier, I guess. I don't know. It seems like it'll be a lot more easier. You know what I actually want to do is because I noticed that I take quite some time doing texture actually, so I don't know, it seems like it's a lot more better to leave it as a separate model than or maybe an extrusion, I guess, rather than a texture. But over here you can see that like almost like this detail of this extruding out, I guess. Or is it extruding in? It looks over here, I feel like it's extruding out. When we look at this detail here, it's similar to how the sides are actually, let's just hide this and let's remove this and
bury my head deep within the crowd, but I'm reaching for
okay, so what I can do is select these. Wait, for that, let me also select this part. So I will select these, I guess. Over here there's a bit of a difference, but wait, before that I also want to check something else. Okay, this is correct scales, so I can continue with this, and then I can insert this, right? And I can select these. Ooh, okay, wait, before that I also want, oh, okay, that's gonna be a problem. I will fix later, I guess, but for now I'm just gonna do it like this. And then actually what I can do is just cut this across. Oof, okay. It doesn't matter for now. And I can select this and select these. Make a duplicate of them and then separate them. I think I'm going to make these one object. Wait, let's take this and hide that for now. Actually, it's this part that I want to move like this. I think it's the only part that is a little bit different. Also, actually, this needs to come in like that. No, actually, that's incorrect. This should have been like this. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was my mistake. I actually placed these incorrectly, but yeah. This is actually so. Because basically what I'm doing is taking these taking these corners, I guess, instead of taking the middle part, I guess, which okay, now I'm a little bit confused. Okay, wait, let's redo this properly this time. And bring this. Let's just take it all back. Right before they insert, I guess. Then select this part. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. How should I do this? I definitely want these things to have the same thickness. Okay. Do I take the blue part and then extrude it out, or do I take this gray part and extrude it out? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now actually. And I can just remove this part. And I'll take this part, I guess. It's unfortunate that Blender doesn't, when you insert something like this, it doesn't move these as well. You have to scale it to do that. Or I can just manually move them over there. I'm definitely gonna remove these. For now, I just want them over here, I guess. Separate objects. Okay, I'm just gonna hide these and then remove these that I created. I don't know of a better way of doing this. I guess this just seems like the best option for doing this. Okay, and then that brings this problem now. Now when I remove this, it also deletes that. To do that, usually what I do is create an extrusion here. I mean, it just solves that problem, I guess. So here I need to extrude that. Then it doesn't destroy that, I guess. Then you can just delete it later. And then I can also do the same over here, I guess. I mean, if you know a way to actually dissolve what's this without actually breaking those corners, that would actually be helpful. But this is the only method I know of, so and I can just try the solid file. I don't know, it kind of makes sense. Makes sense if I... Huh. It feels like it makes a lot more sense if I just extruded inserted that part inside. And making it a different object just makes it look weird. I mean, it works definitely, just makes it look weird. Maybe I just, you know, yeah, no, it's just don't like that result, I guess. Why does that look like that? I don't understand why this looks like this over here. Oh, you know what, actually, this follows the normals of the object, that's why it's slightly to the side, I guess. Not exactly straight. Yeah, it's weird, you know, the way this works. But yeah. Now I remember why I wanted to make that a separate object. Okay, you know what I'm actually gonna do, it's a lot more better to do it like this. Yeah, it makes, since I didn't apply the solidifier, you know, and I don't want to apply it, I guess, until I get to the texturing stage. Yeah, I don't like the result of this, honestly. That's why I keep changing it a lot, I guess. You know what? I'm actually gonna come back to this because I feel like I'm wasting time on this. Let's do something else. I'll come back to the detail of the dress. What else is needed? Okay, the front part, I guess. This crystal thing, looking thing, I guess. Based off the reference, it's just cube, um turned into a, what do you call that shape, hexagon or something like that. And I remember placing a cube inside there, and I think I deleted it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's add one more. Then I can just buy this, maybe. Can I still do that? Like, hopefully it doesn't, yeah, still can. And then over here I can just insert this part. Oh, okay, that's a different detail. Oh, okay, what I can do, actually insert it, okay, then I can take this and merge it at the center. And that gives me a really weird. But you know, that's the general idea, I guess. And instead of making that, actually what I can do is bring them a little bit closer so that it, gives you that that same detail, I guess. Then I can just extrude this in. Okay, let's look at it from a different angle. Right. That seems okay. No, actually, the inside feels like it's a... Oh shit. Let's save this. Ooh. So it's Pinterest that's giving the problem issue, but it feels like it's a lot more, you know, different detail, I guess. What I'm gonna do is like that, but this one I'm gonna make it a lot more wider. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's pretty much the same actually. But yeah, it's okay. Doesn't have to, it's... Let's just see how this thing, because you know, I get in the habit of caring about how something looks, but from a distance, I guess, you know, it's gonna look completely different, you know. All the details I add are not gonna be visible, so what I can do is add a camera. I feel like, you know, adding a camera just tells you how something looks, because basically that's how it's gonna look when you render it, I guess. I usually leave this to a focal length of 85. I think, you know, it's something you can actually check, focal lengths. No, by checking this, I think it's wait, where did I get it? Oh yeah, there it is actually. 85, it's a pretty good focal length, I feel. Let's just check it. Oh. There it is. I feel like 85 is not too, it's not too like this. It's basically what this feels like. It's the proportions, the too much proportions, and here it's just the right amount, I feel. These ones are just too close, I guess. So 85 is a pretty good one. I usually just render in 85, I guess. Oh, by the way, changing the focal length and moving this, it's one thing I used to confuse, changing the focal length and moving this to the back, the camera back and forth. I always assumed like it's the same thing, but that's not the case actually. Just viewing how this, whoa. Oh, okay, that's a different base. Let me actually move this to the different place. Other face. This one as well. And I can just hide them. What is that? Oh yeah, that's the... let me move that to that file as well for now. Okay, that one you can just leave. So basically, you know, just viewing it from this focal length, let's select the camera. And moving it in the y-axis, you know, it doesn't change the focal length, but no, just want to see how it actually looks on this. I usually also you know, have another camera, I guess, just two cameras, I guess, then just rotate it in this angle. Oh man, I want this one. Oh, it's control that. Huh. Yeah, always forget that, I guess. And then, you know, you see the detail properly. That's, you know, that's one way of checking if something is, you've added too much detail to it, or it's just the right number of detail. I would suggest you actually use the three-quarter one. Just shows you a lot more better. Or you know what, one of those views, actually, I think I'll take this one and just make it a camera view. No. Then remove the wireframe from this. You know, you just see the details a lot more better. But right now I'm focused on this one, so I can actually move this back. And can actually I can just hide them. Yeah, the character is looking good, except the face. I mean, every other part just seems like it's, you know, it's getting there, I guess. Okay, yeah, I still, you know, I'm still not a fan of how the face looks. Which, by the way, actually, you know, here the, you know, it's best to get a good reference, but most of the reference that I have don't, she's not wearing pants, and even over here she's not wearing pants, but in the movie she's definitely wearing pants. Yeah, actually here's one. This one is a good one, where she's actually wearing some pants, so that's what we're gonna do. Gonna dress her up with some pants. Where is that? Oh, okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do is create another folder, I guess. Clothing. And then just move all of those, I guess. Yeah, move all of these into the clothing section. Yeah, that's okay. What was I doing now? Oh, the pants, yeah. I need the base actually. What I can do is hide this and then hide that. Separate that and then hide this. Even over here it shows that she's wearing pants, I guess. It's just that the reference that I got over here from the grayscale model just, didn't do that. Yes, if you're gonna leave it as a grayscale, it's not needed maybe. I don't know. What I can do is select all of this and inflate it slightly. And I can bring these out. just making sure that it's not it's not you know it has to match the body in some way. You don't want there being like areas where the base of the body is coming out, I guess. Even though it's I know what I can actually do is just hide the base by using the mask, but I also still sometimes I just prefer doing this, I guess, making sure that even without the mask it doesn't come out, or it's not like as if it's leggings or something like that. Hmm. And then over here I can even this out like this. Although it's not gonna be visible, it's just I don't know, I just do it. That way, like if I want to treat the, the dress as shirt, I can just cut it off and then to a certain point, and then just leave it, I guess, still have the pants on. Yeah, I just noticed that our body is actually buff as fuck. I'm actually just gonna change that a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I made it, I was trying to add show where certain muscles are, but I just made it too intense, I guess. Yeah, that seems okay. Mm, let's remove the base. You know that lately I've been watching this I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm watching this tutorial where this guy is teaching how to create likeness sculpting, I guess, and honestly it's an amazing tutorial, but oh man, it's, I guess it's the way he repeats things. You know, it just made me realize how much exhausting, you know, hearing someone repeat something what's this, multiple times. I guess it's, you know, eventually you reach a point where you just can't take it, I guess. And I don't blame him, honestly. It's I feel like it's his probably one of his first videos. I mean, it's definitely a new video, so I'm guessing it's what's this, he's still learning how to explain things, maybe. I don't know, honestly. That's how it feels to me, but you know, the repeating of things all the time, you know, it's extremely annoying, basically. You know, you should only repeat something for a specific time. After that, you know, it's, yeah, yes. And you know, you don't realize that, you know, especially when you're new to something, that, you know, repeating something can get a little bit annoying, because what he basically did was, you know, saying one thing for like about an hour or so, like an hour 30 minutes or so. I mean, the first time he did it was okay, I guess. You think, okay, you know, it's okay, but then he does it throughout the entire, you know, well, not throughout, but whenever he explains a specific topic, I guess, he does that, you know, where he repeats things. And honestly, I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm interested in the topic, but you know, I found myself like, I can't give myself, you know, more than 10 minutes without, you know, feeling like, you know, I'm exhausted already. And at first I thought, you know what, it's because I'm not being active, but it's also like the way he talks. You know, it's just that you know, there's those voices where like you hear someone talk and immediately you just want to fall asleep. It's the pacing of the way he talks, I guess. It's just immediately, you know, I just feel like I'm a little bit drowsy, extremely tired, even though when I was not tired. That's the weird thing, you know. But yeah, but the course is definitely I mean, even though he's speaking this way, you know, and it's very slow, you learn a lot from the course. Actually, I was kind of surprised, especially based on how he speaks. I mean the flow of his the way he talks. I was a little bit surprised that you would learn a lot. Alright, the pants. Let's move the pants to the clothing folder. And now what I need to do is go down. I'm going down actually, then I can come back and create this part. I mean, these are right now a lot more easy to understand, and I feel like I'm forgetting something about this. You know what, I'll go back to it, but let's go down the foot to the legs, which, by the way, I did not create my base legs. Just gonna create this quickly and then start modeling the other shapes, I guess.
How will I know if I'm ready? The demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady. 'Cause you want me, you won't let me go. So I burn slow. I can see you coming like a wildfire. I'm just a fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire.
What's that adding here? So basically here what I usually do is like I try and add 5 bodies if possible, just so that, or at least 4, 1 2 3 4 maybe, so that if I want to turn the foot into, so that it can have toes, then I can just use each one of these for the foot, for the toes, I guess. 5 or 4, depending on how you want, and then if you're just gonna create 4, then the 5th one you can just extrude it like that. I mean, it's your choice. Either way is okay. It doesn't matter how it looks. I mean, right now it's the end result that matters actually. Then I can just actually turn off the mirror modifier for now. And then over here at the back, I usually take 3. So leaving 3 over here and 3 over here. And then I can just bring these down. Alright guys, let me take a short break. I'll be back. Alright. Alright, so basically like these, I'm using proportional editing, you know, just move this to the side. It's gonna hide everything that is not this, and then just start shaping this, I guess. Oh, just turn off proportional editing. So basically, you want to create, even though it's not the thumb, but you wanna make it look like this is where the thumb will be. So basically the same thickness as you would with the thumb, just do that, and then, you know, everything else, and then this one also making it small, making it look like it's the, what do you call this, the small finger, toe, the small toe. And then these ones will just do that. Just gonna unhide everything else. So basically here there's this loop over here, right? And what I want to do, okay, is create this to be like an infinite loop. Basically these two will need to connect again. I mean, it can either be over here actually, or I can just make them over there. In this case, I'm just gonna make them over here. Then I can just have this like this. And so it creates this loop, you know. It's going nowhere. Oh, and then now there's this problem. So basically, you know, when you come up with this type of problem, the best way I can think of, you know, is to include this into the to this bottom part, I guess, because right now it's creating this loop. So if it does that, you know, it just I don't know, sometimes I just delete this, I guess, so that this can so that I can take one of this, I guess. And this can come over here. This still does the same thing. Ooh. Or I guess not. Cutting off over there, and that's not what I want. I don't want to add any loops to this already. Wait, let's remove this and no, fill that part. And then delete this. I don't know how to resolve this. I definitely do not want to add a loop here, so I mean, this is basically the bottom, you know, it's not going to be that visible, so what I can do is just leave it as it is, I guess, like this. That could be a problem, I guess. It's gonna create that triangle, but it's, you know, it's right below there, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna overlook it. Let it be, I guess. Then just start, you know, smoothing this. Right, and then let's hide everything that is not us.
Shaking underneath, trying to take me alive.
And the foot over here goes down a lot more than on the other side, I guess. What I want is to bring this a little bit lower, actually. It's best, you know, to get a reference for this. Right now, I'm definitely gonna search for the reference, but what I wanna do first, right, before getting the reference is create the detail. I wanna just you know, these days I'm trying this thing where um remembering details, I guess. So basically what the exercise is to do whatever you want to create from memory, and then once you get stuck, you know, then only then you start you know, searching for a reference and see what you missed, you know, what details you missed. I mean, it's been helpful for me, at least. You know, you start to not rely too much on the reference, I guess. You rely a lot on your own visual library, I guess, and only then, you know, when you don't remember anything more than you remember, I guess, you can go to the reference and see what you know, and compare the two, I guess. And for me, I feel like by doing this exercise, you know, I paid attention. I started, you know, to pay attention to the things, certain things, I guess, because I would always just look at the reference and, you know, just do what I see from the reference. But now I'm starting to pay attention to what is going on, actually, you know. I mean, I remember I used to, I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen reference of the ears, you know, just an example of the ear, right? I've seen so many references, but even without a reference, it was a little bit difficult to, without a reference, it was a little bit difficult to get that result, you know, similar result. And, you know, I kind of felt like, you know, I trapped myself into relying on references, I guess. But now, yeah, I guess it's
Switch.
you don't want to do that, I guess. You know, the thing with the reference is that it gives you this feeling that you know how to do something pretty well, which it's not wrong, I guess. But then, you know, relying too much on it, then you know how to. It becomes a thing where you know how to do it well, provided you have the reference. And without the reference, you know, it's gonna be a challenge, basically, for you to get the same result.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me.
Ooh, okay. Over here, I still don't, you know, I'm still having a hard time understanding which of these is actually the correct one. I mean, the what do you call these? Knee, not knee. Yeah, I don't know what they call. But basically, one is, you know, higher than the other or lower than the other based on how you see it. And I think it's actually this one. This one is the lower one, and then the inside one is actually quite high. You know, these are the kind of details where without a reference I wasn't actually paying attention. With a reference I wasn't paying attention to, you know. And now without reference, you know, I've tried to learn what is going on, I guess, to understand what exactly is going on. Basically like that. One is higher and the other one is, you know, low actually. And I think I made it a little bit too big, but it's okay. Okay. Then over here I can just pull this out. Yeah, I kind of made these a lot more bigger than needed to be.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. But I keep on falling. for that open door. Show me proof that there is something more. I just hope I am okay with the choices I make. Maybe then I'll understand. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling.
I just don't want, you know, a huge gap of polygons over here. You know, I want it to look like it's transitioning well. You know, from one side, you know, to this. You know, like I mean, is basically these ones are too close to one another, while these ones are actually quite far from each other, I guess. There shouldn't be, you know, too much of a gap between the two. So just you know, working around and fixing these small issues. Like for instance over here. Easy, you know, to just leave it as it looks without actually fixing these small errors, I guess. Still, you know, it's these are still actually quite big. I need to do something about this actually. And also there's this column over here that I created. I think it's, you know, it's also on the side, but here it seems okay as compared to this part. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, okay, there's a triangle over here. Is it a triangle? Or Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. Is it just me, or I'm definitely feeling no, that's why it looks weird, because it's creating this five-sided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So definitely I was not just imagining this. Mm. Okay, wait, let's just do this. Yeah, that's basically what it should be actually. I don't know how that happened actually, but yeah. Okay, just gonna move these down. Okay. I don't know. Just gonna use these to shape this bottom side of the foot. Ooh, okay. That is weird. Did not notice that.
This for the players out there, check out this dope shit, man. Players another down, we getting paid. Another day, another dollar living in the bay. Hustling for my baby, trying to play in my escape. I ain't staying in the matrix where they trying to get my pay. This for the players. Players another down, we getting paid. Another day, another dollar living in the bay.
This actually, the other side is actually quite flat. It's not, it doesn't create the same detail as this. Alright, let's just get a reference of a foot and let's see how close, it resembles it. I do remember having some references. Just gonna check them. Probably in some of these characters. No, not her. No, that. I want to search for the nun. I know that she definitely has some references. And where is that? The nun. Right, let's. Oh, interesting. It's not here. There's no reference of a fort here. Well, that's disappointing. Hmm. You know what? Let's just research something. What? Because I don't know where the forts are.
Gone somewhere and dyed my hair now. Wanna be alone. It's much to bear and you don't care and I
So basically, we just want. Oh
got you on
God.
my side. I keep all of what you said to me. I get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things
Oh wow.
I should be.
Oh no, this is.
Now you'll beg me please. Hey. Now I stay away.
Just gonna say reference. Because right now it's showing me really weird things. Why is it that every time you write reference, it shows drawings? Like, is there no better way of showing that? Actually, I think this is okay. Why does that look like a? It looks like a hand, actually. The way it's positioned. Yeah, basically, just get some reference of what this, just to see with how this is positioned, I guess. Like this. Actually, this is a good reference. Actually, let me just open a new PRF and. Yeah, but this is what I was actually talking about, like the difference in height. This actually shows a pretty good. The inside one is the one that's quite high, and the outside one is the one that is quite low. And then creates that. I think here in my case, I made it quite visible. Actually, shouldn't have made it this. Actually, it's not bad. Look at that. If I added toes to this, it would have even become better. But one thing like if you want to add toes, I mean, usually I just take the what's this, whatever detail I did in the fingers, and just maybe like the thumb. Actually, I usually use the thumb and use that to create toes. Basically just remove this last part, I guess, and then just add the toes over there, or maybe move it back, whichever is the preference, I guess. But yeah, I feel like this does exactly what I want, except this part actually should come down a lot more faster, actually. But it does give you that impression that this is a foot. Right. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. So this part, what you can also do is just, you know, give it this type of detail. I mean, it's not this much. I've made it extreme by moving this extremely down. But yeah, shouldn't be that extreme. But the idea is to give it that volume, you know, underneath volume. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here, and I think the foot is okay. So I'm gonna end it here for today. On Wednesday, I will maybe like look at it for a little while, just to see if it's actually because right now, you know, I just did it so quick, so still not sure if, you know, but even so, you know, it's not gonna be visible. So I feel like since it's not gonna be visible, it doesn't need that much detail, but in case, you know, I want the detail to at least look like a proper foot, even though I didn't add the toes, I'll just check, you know, look at it properly on Wednesday, and then yeah, pretty much that's it guys for today. Just gonna end the stream right here. Thanks for watching guys, and thanks for the support. Cheers guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. So yeah, cheers guys, see you on Wednesday.